Hello, this is Dr. K. Sai Prajwal Reddy, your consultant arthroscopy and sports medicine at Onus Robotic Hospital, Champapet. Today we'll talk about warm up and cool down for non-professional players and weekend warriors, employees or the people who don't find time on weekdays and just work out on the work out or play on the weekends. There is a term coined for them called weekend warriors. They need a runway. They should not take off all of a sudden. They need a runway to take off. So the runway is 5 to 15 minutes of warm up and cool down target, and 50% of the intensity should be at the beginning, and 6+ minutes of simple warm up. So it includes a four-step warm up before the sport. Any sport it can be. You play a turf cricket, or you play a pickleball match, or you play a badminton at the weekend. You start with a 5 minutes of cardio. It'll increase your heart rate. It'll make your heart ready for the sport, or increase in the increase in the heart rate, which is going to come up in the sport, and activate your hip, calves, core, and shoulders, so that you don't have any injury, and it does not lead to any uh, instability, or you don't injure others as well at the same time. So you have to do a dedicated wake up or warm up for your hips, calves, core. Activation is very much important, and for the shoulders. And you start moving dynamically. You start moving dynamically in the sense, if you are playing a badminton, start doing a side hops and butt kicks, lunges, and leg swings. And if you're playing some jumping sport, you can start skipping. This is you start moving dynamically, and then you do a single leg balance test and rehearsal drills, like you for tennis you can do ball touches, or for the football you can do warm up side sprints. And a simple warm up schedule where everyone can remember is, you do a 3 minute march on the spot, forward and backward, 60 seconds of heel digs and arm punches, and 30 seconds of alternate knee lifts, 2 into 10 shoulder rolls forward and backward, small 10 knee bends or mini squats of 10 reps. These can be done as any simple warm up. And you have to match the warm up to the game, whether it can be badminton or tennis. You have to do shoulder circles, band external rotation, and split rehearsal, lateral shuffle, and 3 to 4 shadow swings. And if it is football or tough games, you have to do a calf raises, adductor grip, hip openers, and two to three controlled decelerations. Cricket and throwing sports, you have to activate your trunk and your shoulder, and you have to do a glute workup, which will help in progressive throwing and bowling intensity. Cool down into two phases. Ease down for 5 minutes. Walk, easy pedal, or a light jog to walk until breathing and heart rate settle. And static stretches after activity. Stretch the major group of muscles with the 2 to 3, or for a 20 to 30 second, and 2 to 3 sets of each. How much time to spend? uh, because you already have less time, so you're playing on the weekend, so how much time to spend? 5 to 15 minutes for a warm up based on the sport, and easy cardio inside the warm up for 5 minutes, the initial 5 minutes. Dynamic drill block for 3 to 6 minutes, and cool down and stretches for the last 5 to 10 minutes. Cool down and stretches are the very most important, so that you will have a happy weekend, or a painless weekend. The common mistakes which people do is, they directly jump into intense workouts. So start from easy and then to moderate. Use dynamic motion and static stretching. Prepare the joints and muscles used most in the sport. Stop if pain, dizziness, and unusual breathlessness appears. Go from the car or office to directly into sprinting. It should never be done, and you should not try to copy something you see on Instagram or something you see on a match where an elite athlete who is trained every day does that. And you should never ignore your tight calves, groin, and shoulder and hamstrings. If anything, you should consult an orthopedician immediately. And this should be your pre-game and this should be your post-game routine. Uh, in that 5 to 15 minutes, you start with 3 minutes of walk, then march, then jog, 3 to 6 minutes of squats, calf raises, and 6 to 8 minutes of dynamic drills, and 8 to 10 minutes of sport warm-up, sport-related warm-up. And after that, immediately after the game, you walk or pedal easily for 5 minutes, then static squats, hip flexors, shoulder sports, and finish with the hydration. Move in, move out, stay in the game, never quit the game. You have to just do the warm up and cool down so that you are much more prepared. For any of your problems, you can consult us at Onus Hospitals, Champapet.